Hammertime.
What's up everyone, welcome back to another Hammertime video. Today we're going to be doing a review on this Ego 18-inch chainsaw. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Over the last couple of years, battery-powered chainsaws have evolved and become a lot more technologically advanced, and they have got increased runtime, power, and also bar length, as shown with this Ego 18-inch one. While most of the battery-powered chainsaws out there are all 16-inch, Ego was the first one to come out with a 18-inch bar here, and we got a full 17 inches of usable bar length with this. And comparing to some other battery-powered chainsaws and the chainsaws out there, you get a 16-inch one that only has about 14 inches usable bar length, and this is a pretty good ratio. You got an 18-inch chain with 17 inches of usable length. That's pretty good. One thing you also notice is we have a unique chain brake here, as it has this red line here. And this red line will tell you that means that it is locked on, similar to like a gun where it has a, like a safety switch. This has a red line here when the chain brake is depressed, so it's on, and it also will not allow you to start it. So I can pull the trigger, I got a battery in here, I can pull the trigger, it will not start. So that's one unique thing. If I pull the thing back here, if I pull the brake and let the brake off, it will now start. So that's another thing. We also have LED lights on this thing, and we have two different settings, and then we have a good non-leaking bar and chain oil reservoir here, and that's good because some bar and chain oil reservoirs have a tendency to leak, and that's never good. So this one does not. Another also thing that has evolved in battery-powered chainsaws is we also have this tool-free chain tensioning thing. And this has actually worked really well. It's very, very simple to use, as all you do is you unscrew it like this, and you can keep unscrewing, the whole thing will come off. You can change the chain, the bar will just pop out, and you can change the chain, you can do whatever you want, sharpen it, and then to tighten it, you just turn it back till it gets snug. Snug it up real good, and it's all good to go. Chain is tensioned perfectly here, and you're all good to go. Very easy to use and very simple. And one thing that a lot of people might have a concern with about Ego tools is their batteries. This battery is very large, and it's not that heavy, but it's very large, and a lot of people might think, oh, the tool's gonna be really heavy and cumbersome. It's not for me. That is not the case with these Ego tools. These are very balanced. This tool without the battery is a little bit, nose heavy. But with the battery, it balances very well. If I hold it from the handle, with one thumb here, it balances pretty much level. It's a very, very well balanced saw, and this is a 5 amp hour battery here that it comes with. And it also has this little indicator here where you can push the button here and it'll show you how much charge it has. Or not only is one bar, but that will show you how much charge that it has, and very, very simple to use. One thing I want to point out is this is a completely honest review. I bought this tool with my own money, and Ego did not send this to me, or nobody sent it to me and had me to say only biased things about it. I'm completely unbiased with this review. I just want to put that out there. Another thing you're probably also wondering, why does this woodworker have a chainsaw? For one, I use it for bowls. I use it for cutting up logs and processing wood. It is perfect for that. The other thing is I use it for a yard service, because I run a yard service that helps me fund my YouTube channel. That's how I make my money, so I use it on my yard service. I also have some other Ego tools that will be coming up in a future review, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of those. Now that I've got just about all the specifications covered, let's go ahead and jump into testing. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to see how many cuts it can do in a 9-inch diameter redwood log per charge. So on a full 5 amp hour battery, how many cuts can we get? Let's go ahead and find out. So we ended up getting 38.5 cuts out of this 9-inch redwood log on a full 5 amp hour battery. It decided to stall on me, and it died on the last cut, on the 39th cut, halfway through. So we're at 38.5 cuts. So that is the total runtime, and then I swapped to another battery so I could do one other cut. because for one thing, for a bolt turner, all you bolt turners out there, you know you have to make a rip cut or a noodling cut, whatever you prefer to call it. So that is where you cut along the grain, so with the grain, so it's a rip cut through a log. And I decided to rip it to see if it had power, because sometimes, for example, some chainsaws cannot do it because it clogs up, and some you need more power. Usually it's something you do exclusively with a gas saw. But I decided to see if this could do it, and it did work very well. I've used it on some other stuff also off camera, and it works very well. And I know everything I tested here was softwood, but I also have used it on hardwood, and it works just fine. I haven't had any issues. It's actually a little easier to cut in hardwood because the chips fly out easier, and it's a smooth chip ejection, rather than where the softwood, it kind of clogs it up and stuff because it just is really soft. So it worked really well on that. The noodling cut was very simple and easy, and power is very equivalent to a gas saw. I've used a Stihl 029 gas saw for a while now that was my grandpa's, and the power is very comparable. And the runtime, you get about it. Gas saw is just that your full tank, you get maybe 50, 60 cuts out of it. It depends on the saw. And you know, you get 38, something like that cuts in a battery one. But a gas saw, you can just always put more gas in it, but you have to pay more money for the gas, and the gas is very expensive right now. So a battery one makes more sense, as it doesn't cost much to charge it, hardly anything. And if you have two batteries, you never run out of power. One goes on and the other one comes off. So overall, I really like the tool. It works really well. I'm planning on making some videos coming up soon on doing some bolt turning stuff, and just how to, and then how to cut up the log and everything. And this chainsaw will be the center of the show. So make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell, so you don't miss any of my future videos. And let me know what you think about the saw. If you have one, make sure to leave a comment. And let me know what you think. I'll leave a link to everything down in the video description below. And until next time, guys, happy building.